What's that? Let me see. Leave a comment below.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Ooh, What's That? Where I go over different gadgets and apps and websites that I found that I think are really, really interesting. On today's episode, I want to go over the Samsung Health app, right? So first we're going to look at the website, and then I'm going to actually show you the app and the way that it works and how it looks and whatnot. So as far as the website is concerned, this is the website. Now you can see that the website actually uses Stormex. So if you have a Stormex account, which I hope everybody who watches this has a Stormex account, you can earn cryptocurrency just for buying things from the Samsung website, and that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. So if you don't have a Stormex account, please go check out my Stormex video, currently available. You can actually watch it on, if you go to the playlist section of Ooh, What's That playlist, you'll find it there. And so this is what I want to show you guys as far as the app is concerned, well, as far as the website is concerned. So it only works on an app. It does not work on the web, so you can't put the information in from the website. You have to do it from the app. It does work in conjunction with your, like I said, the app, which is on your phone and your smartwatch. This is the Galaxy 4 smartwatch, the regular one, not the classic, and your Samsung Smart TV, so that you can watch the workouts on your television if you're doing it that way, right? And if we scroll down a little bit, you can see what it takes care of. Your wellness at a glance, very true. So it'll show you things like your calories burned, the food that you eat, how much water you've been drinking, you know, your sleep pattern, your blood oxygen level, nutrition goals. This is the food app, so it will track your food, like the food that you're eating. You have to input that information though. The app actually doesn't look like this, the way that they have it on the website. It doesn't look like that at all. It does track your sleep, your blood pressure, your blood oxygen level. It'll track it while you sleep as well, as long as you're wearing the app, the watch, of course. It'll track your snoring for you as well. Practice stress management, very true. It'll walk you through stress, you know, meditation and things like that. Remind you to stretch. Make sure you get up and stretch out your body. Stay healthy. Programs and articles tailored to you. Also very, very true. They have a little section in there where it'll show you videos and food, and as long as you interact with it and put in the information, it will help you to maintain those things. Get insights into your cycle. This is also very true. They can and will track your cycle, but you have to actually put in the information, I think like the first 2 months, and then it will do predicting and start predicting the information for you, right? And yeah, that's like the best part of the website. So now I want to show you guys the app. Okay, so this is the app on my phone, and I have a Google Pixel 5, right? So the app is running basic. So before we get into the features, I just want to show you guys the fitness part. So right, this is the part where it was saying that it will help you with your working out and your diet. So it has fitness videos that you can watch, mindful meditation, women's health on articles, you know what I'm saying? So it'll help you to stay fit, right? The together part is connecting you with other people that have the Samsung Health app, as well as the Samsung Smart, the Galaxy watches. So other people who have it, you can do challenges with them. They can motivate you, you motivate them, and it just keeps you guys, you know, working out and functioning together as a team. Now, this is my favorite part, the actual app itself. So you can add more things to this screen, but this is just how my screen looks, is how I have it set up. So my steps at the top, and then it shows you my daily activity, the exercises that I do on a regular. I can have them here, right? So that way I can click each one whenever I'm doing it, and it will start. So when you click on the exercise that you're doing, it doesn't really keep track of the exercise, so it's not like counting your reps or anything, but it is constantly monitoring your blood pressure. It's constantly monitoring your blood oxygen level, so it's telling you how many calories you're burning and things like that. I just recently started really like doing it, like actually using the app. So I press the button, I press start my session, and then it'll start the session for me, and so on and so forth, and keep track of it. So that's why you see here I don't really have much exercises in here. All right, and the body composition also very, very cool. I like that. So you have to tell the watch to do it for you. You then put your 2 fingers onto these 2 buttons on your watch, and you wait about 30 seconds to a minute, and it scans your body to then tell you, you know, your body composition, how much body fat you have, how much your body mass index, right, which is your BMI. And it just tracks it. It tracks it for you. So to me, I thought that was some pretty cool stuff. Average body fat and things like that. I kind of like that. I think that's some pretty dope stuff. But the weight part, you have to put in what your weight is. So I suggest that people go out, weigh themselves, then update their weight, and then do the index, right? Heart rate is of course top notch. It tracks your heart rate. For me, it does my heart rate every hour on the hour. That's what I have it set to. So you can have continuously, where it's just always checking your heart rate almost throughout the entire day. You can have it you know, periodically, which again is on the hour, or manually, where you tell it how much to track your heart rate. And then you can go over the last 7 days. You can look at your heart rate at the top and the bottom, the last 30 days, and then the last 12 months. I just got my watch, I want to say like I've had it for like 2 weeks now, so yeah, you know, I kind of like that. And then the food, right? So the food I really like as well, but again, you have to put in the information, right? But the food is pretty dope because it will tell you how much of these things you really should recommend. It recommends you eat, and what it is that you're eating, and the vitamin C's that you're getting into it, right? So the way that it works is you would click on one of these things. Let's say I click lunch, and you can see these are some of the foods that I've eaten for lunch over the time of having the app, right? So each one, you click on it and it'll show you the nutritional value, so it tells you what's in it, right? Now let's say you have a food that's not on here, right? And you can look up anything. They got what is it? You can put in McDonald's French fries, double cheeseburger, no bun. You can put in anything, right? But let's say you looking up something and it doesn't come up here. You can actually go to My Food and you can add a food. And when you add a food, you type in the name of the food, and then you can look at the back packaging of the food and add in the information needed to track that food for you, if you know that's a food that you eat, and so on and so forth. So I really like that. I think that that's some pretty cool stuff right there, right? So I like the food part, and the food thing is just the same way. You can actually go back and look at how you've been eating for the last 7 days, for the last 30 days. It'll show you your calorie count. You can change it for your micronutrients if you want to see that, carb, the fat, the protein, your intake, how it is that you're eating. So I thought that that was just really, really cool for people who's trying to stay on a diet. I think that this will really help you out. Your water, of course, you have to tell it when you're drinking water. So you can actually set the limit on how much water you want to drink. Me personally, I try to drink a half a gallon of water every single day. Like, that's my goal, right? So a half a gallon of water is 8 glasses of water. If you drink water bottles, then it's 2. Every time you finish one water bottle, you would tap the plus 2 times, because it's 16.9 ounces in a water bottle. And then of course it has the exact same thing where you can track your water intake over the last 7 days, and you can track your water intake over the last 30 days, right? So I like that feature as well. The sleep tracking also actually works really, really nice. I like the sleep tracking. I think that that is another really awesome feature, and it's just tracking your sleep. It's seeing what time you're going to bed, what time you're waking up, and it's just monitoring these things for you. Actually, this one is wrong, because I actually went to bed last night at 9 o'clock, but it has that I went to bed at 10:20. So that, I think that that's off, because I remember being in my bed at 9 o'clock, but whatever. So it tracks really well. It tracks your naps as well, so I like that. Here at the bottom you can see you can add a sleep record if you want to. You can rate the sleep. The snoring, you would have to turn that on, so you have to keep your phone close to your like on your nightstand when you're sleeping, so that it can listen to see if you're snoring, and if it catches you snoring, it will track the snoring for you. How long you snored, how loud you snored, it'll track it for you. The blood oxygen level during your sleep, it tracks that as well, so it keeps track. Well, for me, I have it set to track my blood oxygen level while I'm sleeping, right? So I like the sleep tracking. And again, the same feature comes up here at the top. You can see how long you've been sleeping over the last week, how often you've been sleeping, what time you go to sleep, what time you averagely wake up over the last 31 days, the last 7 days, and it just keeps the track for you. You can see here that I usually am up around 6 o'clock, even though that's just recently because of the last week, but mainly I try to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, to be honest with you. And that's why I actually go to bed around like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock sometimes if I can. Earlier to sleep, earlier to rise. That's success right there. But yeah, the blood oxygen level, this is for when I'm sleeping, is when it's mainly tracking my blood oxygen level. So I think that that's, again, another really cool feature, in which case it will show you. This just explains what it's for, and you can see how your numbers over the last 7 to 30 to a year, right? So that's pretty dope to me. Now here's what I was saying when I said you can add things to it. Right here at the bottom, if you didn't see, I click manage items. You can add things to it: blood glucose level, blood pressure, and then your cycle. You can track that as well. So that to me is really cool on the Samsung Health app. I just really think that is pretty dope. Over here is your profile, your achievements, your weekly summary. I clicked on the top, these 3 little bars at the top, and it's just showing you a little more information. You synchronize it to your watch, your Samsung watch. So I really like the Samsung Health app. I thought that it's a really cool app, and I figured, you know what, I think more people should get into this. If you have a Samsung smartwatch, this is definitely an app that you should be utilizing as often as you possibly can. Even if you don't have a smartwatch, you can still download and use the app. So I would suggest, even if you don't own a smartwatch, get the app anyway. Keep track of how much water you're drinking. Keep track of your food intake, because food is very important. A great way to gain self-control and to gain more control over your life is to try to control the things that you can control about your life, which is what you eat, when you go to sleep. Those are the 3 most easiest things to control about our lives as people. Sometimes controlling what you say and when you say it can be hard, because people upset you and then you just react to it. But what you eat and when you eat, those are most definitely in your control. No one can make you eat anything, and you eat when you're ready to eat, and you eat as much as you feel needed to eat. So what you eat, when you eat, and when you go to sleep are definitely 3 things that you can control in your life. And if you can get a grasp of that, if you can control that aspect of your life, controlling the other parts of your life tend to be just a little bit easier. So I just wanted to share this app with you guys. I thought that it was really cool, so I figured, you know what, let's make an episode on that. All right, so I'm glad you guys watched today's episode of Ooh, What's That? Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like asking people to like and subscribe on my stuff. I would rather you comment, to be honest with you. Leave me your thoughts on what you think about the Samsung app, Samsung as a company. Actually, that's what I'll start doing. As opposed to telling people to like and subscribe, I'll start asking people to comment, because I do like that, and I will read your comments and respond to you, as these videos are more of an interaction. I want to talk to people. I want to find other people who feel and think like me, and we have conversations and we grow as a society, as a people together. All right. So thanks for watching another episode of Ooh, What's That? Let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing, guys. We all just trying to survive and be happy. Y'all stay blessed.